It's almost coming up to 2 years now, so I've been doing YouTube for 2 years. As of this video, we just surpassed 4,200 subscribers, so I'm small. Our channel's small. I love it, and I will tell you everything that I've learned so far through YouTube, in case you want to give it a shot yourself, or in case you're just interested more about behind the scenes about YouTube. So sit back, relax. I have down below, it's 13. I have 13 facts that I want to share with you guys. I'm also just going to kind of ramble through them as well, but I'll let you know when we hit every single one, so let's start it. So, I'm going to give you guys the first big tip that I learned really recently that, if you're going to take anything away from this video, I'm just going to give it to you off the bat, what the biggest tip and trick that I learned through YouTube to gain more subscribers. And that is number one. So for more subscribers, what you're going to want to do for YouTube is you're going to want to do lives. So YouTube, as many of you guys usually know, we do like a video format as this video is, and I love that personally because, you know, you can put it on the background. It's long. You can kind of, you know, watch it whenever you want to. You can save it for later. That's what YouTube's all about, right? And it's amazing. You can find subscribers that way. You can build a community through that, and that's what my channel's done. What I've learned recently through, I'm going to give a shout out to Quay, ASMR, Q-U-A, and he figured this out, and it's amazing, is lives, but not just any lives. You're going to do what's called a short vertical live. So YouTube, and I'm learning this and it's really uncomfortable, but YouTube rolls out like new features, right? As you have probably seen, like, you know how like TikTok, you know, like Facebook and Instagram, you know how like Reels were new and like YouTube Shorts were new. When YouTube does those things, their incentive for creators to do it is that they're gonna push their content out more. Now, we all know this, right? Making shorts, you might find making shorts is kind of difficult. I find it difficult to make a video and then just to do a short, right? What's really cool about YouTube is you can do lives in vertical field, and let's go into the shorts, short YouTube thing, which is amazing. I just want to give that tip to you. It has helped me grow our family. I maybe do a live for like 2 hours on vertical format, and it generates over like 1,000 people, and you just, Quay taught me this, you just basically remind people to subscribe so they don't lose you, get engaged, and to be honest, our channel has also gained super, like, you get some money from it as well, which is phenomenal. But overall, for growing subscribers, I've found that has been the best way, which has been surprising because I don't know about you, but I've always thought like video format, long videos was the way to go. I think what's going to be important for you to figure out, and me, I'm kind of talking to you as if you have a YouTube, so don't mind me if I do. But if you want your channel to grow, one of the other things about this, I'm jumping ahead, but one of them is you're going to want to figure out what you're going to want to work on. So it can be really overwhelming to know what to do next. You know, do you focus on gaining more subscribers? Do you focus on creating more higher video content? Do you know, this and that? Through the list I'm going to share with you, if it's going to highlight things that you know, if you want to focus on subscriber count, you're going to do this. If you want to focus on watch time, you're going to do this. All that stuff. But if you want more subscribers, my biggest trick to you is do the lives short feed. Our channel, if you're new here, we do lives all the time. I adore them. It's actually my favorite part of our channel. I adore these videos as well, of course, that's why I make them, but the shorts themselves, not the shorts, but the lives, that's where we really build our community, and nicksrambleasmr is really about a community. Our community name is the Hive, and guys on live, so come subscribe and join us there. But that was one of the biggest shockers. I have done lives that are in this horizontal field, and it's usually only around like 170 people watch. You can see lives are pretty good because when you go on the subscriber list, there will be like a red ring around who's ever live. They'll bump it to the top, and so people will know and they can get alerted. But if you really want to introduce new people to your family, to your community, consider, instead of doing horizontal, vertical lives. You can also make polls, and yeah, it's just been so amazing. So I recommend doing that for gaining subscribers. I've gained like 100 subscribers in a day, which is wild via that. Maybe it was like 50 actually, but that's still insane. So that's for more subscribers. So number 2 is gonna be, also don't mind the noise outside, I apologize, but number 2 is gonna be thumbnails. So YouTube thumbnails are so essential, and this is what I've been learning recently. So a thumbnail, if you don't know, it's the photo that you see when you watch a video. So if you go to my channel, you're gonna see all these different thumbnails, some from like the role plays, which are really silly, and I love doing them. Some are more serious, positivity. I'm gonna nail down some things about thumbnails that I've been learning, that I have learned through 2 years of making YouTube videos, and I'm just gonna spell the D. So thumbnails, there are a couple things I want to focus on. The biggest advice I ever got about thumbnails, which I still need to be better at, is most of us make videos before we make thumbnails, which makes so much sense because it's like, you have this really wonderful idea like this. I have this well, this isn't the best thing because I didn't make the thumbnail before this video, but I should have. Dang. Oh well, but it's something I know, and I need to enact it more. When you get a good video idea, you're going to want to shoot the video, and you are going to just want to talk it, and you think that's the most essential thing, and it is. However, what's more essential is the thumbnail, what people see first. And touche, I will say I did not take my thumbnail photo for this video first, but what I did do, you guys, is I did make the title down below, and this is what I recommend for you. So I recommend creating your title and literally just drawing what your thumbnail is going to look like. You want your thumbnail, this is the tips and tricks, ready? You want your thumbnail to have a couple of these qualities, ready? The first one is contrast. You are going to want your you're going to want your thumbnail to have contrast. So that means that you're going to want to draw the eye to the subject itself. So if the subject is me right now, the thumbnail, the background's going to be a little soft, a little darker in color so that I pop. Eyes, human eyes love color, we love color. 2, you want to make your thumbnail similar to the first thing that the viewers are going to see. It's building trust. So that's why, for instance, when you hover up over a thumbnail, you can usually see the video. You want them to look identical. You want this so that you're building trust with the viewer, right? So that like they watch it and they're like, oh my god, this is really what this video is about. Also, the third thing, this was like the most hard thing for me to learn, honestly. Cut your intros short. I love talking and saying hi to you guys and saying, oh my god, how's life? Like, this is what we're all about, right? Like, who won it? I will brag about this channel forever. However, when people click on a video, they want to just get to the meat of it. And so what I do, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have an intro, you should, but keep it down maybe to like 30 seconds, 15. Get into your topic. And then what I love to do, and I actually learned this, I think, from the ASMR-Outdoorsman. I don't even know if Max does it intentionally. Go check him out, obviously. What he does, which I love, is you go into your video, and then at the end of your video, you can kind of loosen it up a little bit, you can kind of put your intro at the end. So, and I like to do that with my videos too. That's why if you guys ever watch the end, I usually have an emoji. Great incentives for people to watch at the end of your videos. But I also feel like when people are at the end of the video, they actually want to converse with you. So leave all of that intro stuff to the end. Leave it 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 to the end. That is thumbnails. Okay, so number 3 is consistency breeds creativity. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Consistency breeds creativity. Consistency breeds creativity. It does. Okay. This is a rule for life. If you ever want to be creative, you need to practice being creative. Okay? And practicing is consistency. So, I wrote down that there are many days that I didn't want to post and I didn't want to shoot, to be honest. But I knew that I set a schedule and a habit to do so. And for me personally, I always ended up enjoying filming even when I was hesitant to do it. You have to get through the bad videos, the bad audio, the bad, icky, cringy content to get to the good. There's no other way through it. If you want to build longevity and build a really beautiful community, which is my goal, I don't know about you, I hope that's your goal with YouTube, if that's what YouTube's the best for, you need to not deprive yourself of making bad videos, and to make bad videos is consistency. So strive for consistency and not perfection, and you will succeed. Your creativity will grow. You will not run out of video ideas. You won't. And yeah, I highly recommend doing that. On to number 4. So number 4 is keep a place for ideas with you on the go, for writing as well. So I've been finding it very important throughout the 2 years of me doing this to have a place for you to put down ideas. I do my phone, I do my notes app, I even do a tasks thing, and I have ASMR and all these video ideas. I recommend doing this because, like I said, if consistency breeds creativity, you're eventually going to, and I'm a writer, so trust me when I say I know this is true. When you allow yourself to be creating constantly, you are going to think more thoughts often. Ideas will leave you. They will. No matter how hard you want to hold on to it. So just get a notes app, jot everything, don't think about it too much, and then when you don't know what to film, look at them, and then that's what's going to be your best bet. So I highly recommend finding a place to write all your ideas down. It's essential, and it's a really good idea too, because people, when you grow your community, they will start recommending videos for you to make, and you can just jot them down. And that's what I always say when you guys ask, then I go, okay, putting that to my list. I actually just made a video before this because of that, so thank you guys. Number 5, this is something that has been a really beautiful realization for me being a small YouTuber, is put trust and faith in your subscribers. Put trust and faith in your subscribers. I said, allow them to express themselves and have faith that they will support you. It's important to push membership and everything else, but it's also okay if they don't. So something that I had a really difficult time on this channel that I've been so blessed to learn is you are going to want to curate your channel, right? You want your channel to be what you want it to be, and sometimes it's kind of like life. You want people to fit into boxes and molds and to act certain ways, right? My biggest advice for you, or something I've learned too, is it's so important to just trust your subscribers. Allow them to be who they are. Allow them to be however they want to be, and love them. The real people that you connect to and that are actually really supporting you are going to stay, because of that, we have this huge impulse to be pushing and pushing and pushing for, people to join memberships, to, join us. And I think it's really important. Honestly, one of the biggest things is you should be pushing for people to fund you. You work on your channel, and it's important. Allow people an opportunity to support you. So that's number one, okay? Like, you should be pushing and allowing people the opportunity to have this advanced relationship with you. So that's memberships. But something I've also been learning is to trust them. Let them know, and then let it go. Let them know, and then let it go. Yeah. So, and I also wrote on this, which I thought was good, remember where you started. You started this with nothing. So it's this hard balancing act of, like, you want a livelihood, but then you also want to, grow. You want this livelihood, but then you want to be connected to your viewers, right? And not seem pushy. But I just want to remind you, and something I've been learning too, is like, we started this from nothing, for nothing. And so give it time, trust your subscribers, put faith in them, and just enjoy the journey, and allow them to be who they are. So that's just something that I've been learning that has been very fun, and you learn a lot from your subscribers, or as I call the hive, I call them the bees in our hive. And I highly encourage you, if you're even thinking about doing YouTube. It's difficult, but it is so way more rewarding than difficult, I promise you. What you don't realize when you start YouTube is you make these videos and, like, you see this video, but what you might not see is the amazing community that backs these videos. I met so many wonderful people, so many friends through this channel, and we've saved lives too. I have had people tell me that we've saved their lives because of our videos, and that's not to just, like, plug it, but I'm just saying, like, there is a real connection to people, and they change your life. And I've learned so much from the people, like, our subscribers. So that's what I mean by trust them and give them a safe home, and they will trust and support you too. You don't have to take the whole burden yourself. Let you lean on them, and them lean on you, your family. So and by that I also mean, like, ask for video ideas, ask for how you can be better, ask their interests, like, feel free to lean into them. People like community, and they like feeling needed and wanted and seen. So I encourage you to tap into them more often if you don't. Number 6 is only compare yourself to yourself. Let me say that again. Only compare yourself to yourself. This is number 6. This is a golden rule in YouTube that I've been learning, and even in life. There are gonna be people that pop off ahead of you. There will be people that succeed, quote unquote succeed, and by that I mean maybe they get more followers, more people, more comments, all these artificial metrics of success. It can be very hard to watch, to be honest. My ego can get into it, to be honest. I have watched people grow and been like, man, if only that was me, or, oh, what are we doing wrong? Like, why aren't we popping off? You need, as soon as you get that, like, think that, you need to get out of that headspace as quickly as possible, because you will think that. That is such a normal and beautiful thought. You are so proud of someone that you're kind of envious, right? The way you are stable through YouTube and this career, and even in life, you don't even have to do this for life, is just compare yourself to yourself. Are you better than you were yesterday? Are you better than you were a month ago? And if you're not, which is honestly sometimes the case, sometimes you're like, well, my videos, they're kind of similar, and my views are sort of similar, and all this is sort of similar. Then use that metric to change something up. Be like, okay, then let's try this type of video. Let's, do this. But if you are growing slow, that doesn't mean you're not succeeding. So use your own channel as a metric, and when you do that, I promise you it really brings down a lot of the anxiety, the stress, and it adds more joy because you're just continuing to grow, and it's kind of a fun game. So only compare yourself to yourself. And I also wrote, comparison is the thief of joy. So when you find yourself comparing yourself to other people, reel it back in and compare yourself to yourself. That's like one of the main things that I found sanity in recently. So number 7 is a new one that I just recently learned as a small-time YouTube creator. It's change your thumbnails and titles if the CPR is low. Have options. So CPR, if you don't know, is click per. Oh shoot, I should look this up. Clicks per rate. Clicks. I don't know. Put it down in the comments if you know. Sorry, but basically I can tell you what it is. CPR is it's like a click rate. So it's a metric of 100 people that see your thumbnail or your video. It's how many click it. So if you have a 3% CPR, it means 3 people out of 100 people click your video when it's in like the home page. CPR and watch hours are going to be the things that you really want to look at. That is how you get better with your videos. So CPR is how attractive your videos are to people, and then the hours is sorry, I just blanked, but that is literally like how long people watch. Watch hours is how long people watch your videos. So watch hours is how good your content is. CPR is how attractive it is, and you want both. So I used to be under this notion that once you have a thumbnail, you put it in, you upload everything, and then it goes to YouTube, and then you see the metrics fall in, and then you just kind of leave it. You trust the process. That's a lie. This is something I learned recently that is actually very important that no one really talks about. It's changing your thumbnail. So something that's very important is when you make a thumbnail, make different versions of it. And a good thumbnail, as I said, is contrast, but also what it's going to do is it's going to create a curiosity gap. So you want the image to basically say one thing in the title, say another, and you want the person looking at to be like, "Ooh, what's that?" So for ASMR, something I've noticed is a lot of my best videos, you can take this video is really just to help you if you do ASMR or any other type of YouTube. It's thumbnails that don't have text on it. Actually does very well, but as you can see in some of my other thumbnails, there is a curiosity gap, so you're going to want to create that when you have. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to just explain it, but analytics, there are these things called arrows. So when your CPR comes in, it knows that after like a couple hours of your video being live on YouTube or public, it's going to tell you if it's going up or down, or if it's the same from your last 10 videos. If it's neutral or going down, your CPR, you're going to want to replace it with another thumbnail. So immediately when you see that plop in at the second thumbnail that you have, keep track of what the other CPR is, and then just test them. That's what I do. So I will put in a thumbnail, and if it's not going up, I'll throw in another one, and then I will look at both CPRs for like, I'll leave that one for a few hours, and then which one I did better, I'll just replace it. It doesn't really impact your YouTube algorithm or anything, so I would recommend changing your thumbnail, having multiple thumbnails, and changing it if the arrows aren't going up. That's something I just learned, and it's really helpful, so be attentive of that. Number 8 is quantity over quality. So I kind of talked about this, but this is something very essential. I said quality will naturally you want to get in the habit of creating videos, and once you have that as a base, then you can work on how to make them better. Because think about it, at the end of the day, your goal is to keep making videos, and so if you are just stuck behind it not being perfect enough, you're not going to put anything out, and perfection is the enemy of creativity, is the enemy of uploading. Always. I promise you, half the videos I upload, I sometimes cringe at. Thankfully nowadays I actually laugh at most of them in a good way, because most of my videos are funny. But that's that. I also want to put something in. I don't know if this is in my list, but I also want to remind you, I was telling someone else this video was inspired because someone asked about all these like hints and stuff, is you are going to get used to seeing yourself on camera. It is a blessing, it is amazing, but the more videos you make, the less camera shock you get. That's why I believe quantity is better than quality a lot of the time too, so do that. Number 9 is dedicate a day for adventurous videos. So I'm a huge believer in, once you get quantity up, you're going to want to create a schedule and just stick to it, okay? Stick to a schedule so that they know when videos are coming, when you know when videos are coming, and then create a day where you can explore. I'm a huge believer that, it's important to have videos that challenge you, make you do something new, because we might know, in our genre, like mine is ASMR, we might know what video types are successful, role plays, cranial nerve exams, all that, but it's important to carve a space in your channel where you can also find new successful things in case you pop off, in case you find a new thing that everyone will copy and will blow up your channel. So allow yourself the opportunity to try new things, and you might be surprised some of those things might become the most popular things on your channel. For instance, mine are gossip videos. I tried that one time and I was like, this is weird, I'm just gonna give it a go, and you guys love them, and so I do them more often now. So yes. So I think it's really important to have that along. Number 10 is going to be put a time limit on your YouTube app. So when you're checking YouTube on your phone and all of that fun jazz, I want to give you a reminder to set a limit to stop it. Give you like a 10-minute limit a day, or to also just like make sure you don't look out on the weekends. You'll get in the habit of, it's like Tinder or like any other app. You're gonna get a dopamine effect by looking at YouTube, by looking at the analytics, by looking at who's liking, if the video's not doing well, all of it. You need to force yourself a break from YouTube. It is so important for your mental health. It's so important for your channel, for the health of your channel. Just trust me, you need space from your channel so that you can even come up with better ideas, new ideas, and so that you have positivity around your channel. Because like I said, it's you can go down this rabbit hole of comparing, which is a little rough. Number 11 is like the comments as soon as you can to show that you care. So I usually try once my videos are posted after an hour, I try to like all the comments that were said, reply to them, engage with your community. It is so fun, I promise you it's worth it, and people really matter, and they remember when you connect with them. Remember when you're on YouTube and you get a heart from your creator, imagine then a reply, so do it always. Number 12 is film what you want to film. At the end of the day, you're winning if you're putting out content, so enjoy the stuff you make. A lot of YouTubers burn out, and trust me, I've been here for 2 years. I've had friends that stopped ASMR channels, I've seen all of it. People burn out because they get into a rhythm and feel like they have to produce videos that are the only ones that are popping off. Carve out space, like the Adventure Day, to do videos that you enjoy. It might not get as many views, it might not pop off, but it's important for your channel because it gives you sanity and it reminds you why you did this in the first place. It's so important. So create videos that you personally enjoy, even if they aren't popping off. videos. And 13, the last one, is YouTube algorithm is a roller coaster, so consistency helps. Like I was saying, the reason why you want consistency is because YouTube, there are weeks where my videos pop off, and then there are weeks where they don't. And when I say it's weeks, it's literally like some videos, all the videos in a week will all pop off, or all videos in a week won't. So if yours aren't popping off, it literally might just be in the time frame of what YouTube is sending out. So just keep putting it out there, because YouTube will eventually grab it and push it up. You just need time. So that is basically everything that I know as a small YouTube creator. I know other things as well, but overall I think the main things I've learned is consistency really is important. Carving out a time to make videos that you really have fun making, you enjoy sharing, and also all of that, the lives, if you want to build subscribers, if you want to build watch time, I highly recommend looking at your videos, seeing which ones stick, and just doing more of that. It's important to curate space to try and to fail, and failing, in my opinion, is just never trying and never putting out things or videos. So as long as you're creating content, you are succeeding, my friend. You are succeeding. So if you have any questions for anything else from me as a small-time YouTube creator, throw them down below and I will answer them. If you found any value in this or found this relaxing, please like this video, consider subscribing, and if you want more personal content from me to join our beautiful community known as the Hive, click the join button down below. It's the price of a coffee, and it helps your boy out so much. It helps me buy this camera, these lights, and helps me to continue making these videos for you. So consider doing that. It helps me, but it also helps everyone that watches this channel too. So they all give you love. So thank you. I hope that you have a wonderful night. Remember to be kind to others. Stay weird. Be your weird self. And I can't wait to see you soon, my friend. Thanks again.